top 10 favorite movies. The most important aspect of this, you viewers, is we want to know your top 10 favorite movies. And on top of that, I want you to rate my list, Tacco's list, and DadMan's list down below. Out of 10, what you think, your critiques, didn't have enough of this director, didn't have enough of whatever, your material. I don't care how you rate it. That's what we're looking for. And after we get some comments, we're going to address the people.
Yeah.
Okay? So we made up our
that'd be
top
cool
10.
because we'll get some ideas on some movies that either we're not aware of or didn't think about it, to put on the list or, whatever. But it's good to kind of mix it up. And
it's hard to determine what makes the cut.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't really have a hard time
with your top 5.
Even top 10 once and I did look up best, 20 movies, and I have a couple on there.
Best list of top 10 movies. You're like, that's my list.
No, I did not do that.
I saw him doing that, fans. So
I didn't do that.
He's what,
because I can't read, so I couldn't do that. I drew pictures for the.
He's what Gen Z calls a pick-me, and not a pygmy. You're not allowed to say online.
Okay, shut up. All right, now proceed with.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, top 10 films. Number 1. This is all going to be in order. Godfather Part II. Number 2, Goodfellas. Number 3, Pulp Fiction. Number 4, 2001: A Space Odyssey. After that, The Dark Knight. Apocalypse Now, which I know DadMan's a big fan of. 7 Samurai. Kill Bill. We could do the entirety of it, though if I had to just choose one, I like Volume 1. Chinatown, Heat, to close out my top 10. I'm sure Heat is something you like as well.
It didn't make mine, but it is a good movie.
Give mine, Tacco, with 2 C's, a rating out of 10, as well as your list. Because me and DadMan are going to rate your list when you rate ours. So you better have
please
10.
Put it down, because if you
no
don't, we have
honorable
nothing
mentions,
to talk about.
No honorable mentions, just 10.
All right, so I got to drop one off my list here.
Yeah, you bastard.
What 11?
Because then you get it. You get credit for the additional.
I said I'm going to drop one off my list.
But
did you hear me?
You put 11 to begin with, Mister.
Well, you got to whittle it down.
You know
what you do? Just every single one you thought of was on your list.
You know what I find funny? You said I didn't have any trouble with my 10, and yet you came with 11.
Well, I meant I have no trouble coming up with. Okay, shut up. Apocalypse Now.
This is in order.
This is not in order.
Keep that in mind, fans.
Although I actually think that would probably be.
You can't even rank them. Take that into consideration.
I can. Exorcist. Friday Night Lights. 2001: A Space Odyssey. Black Hawk Down. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Inception. Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
That's the third one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Fight Club, and one that I can't believe you forgot, Matrix.
I didn't forget it.
You must have.
I think it's great. It's a 4 out of 5 for me. It's a 4 out of 5.
There was a cultural.
All my top 10 are 5 out of 5s, and I get it. Yeah, I know it's
supposed to be your list, not someone else's, not IMDb lists.
No, I rated Matrix a 4 out of 5.
Have you seen Matrix?
Yes.
You saw it
multiple times, actually.
Oh, you didn't like it? It wasn't a great movie. You saw it multiple times.
I saw it I was in movie club in high school, and that was one of the movies.
I didn't ask for your backstory. I'm just saying.
Well, I didn't get to choose the one time I watched it.
Well, you got to choose the second time. Right?
No, it was the second
time.
You
were forced to.
The first time I watched it on my volition. The second time was in movie club.
All right, whatever. Okay, so I thought I had much more variety.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna shit on your list.
Or should you? It's an incredible list.
That was what I was gonna say. I thought you covered more ground.
That was more varied, yeah.
That wasn't what I didn't go for that. I literally was just like
I like the movie. Like for instance, Friday Night Lights would be like, why would? But I just like that
sports.
movie. Well,
Yeah. And I like that's my favorite.
there's some
football
really good
movie.
drama in a sports scenario.
And quite frankly, and if I got to watch it again and rate it again, it would have to be my favorite sports movie.
Yeah,
Above
it's definitely my favorite.
Miracle, above I mean, what other sport? Above Rocky. It's just nothing does no other football movie besides Remember the Titans gets close to doing it as well.
And Remember the Titans is a very, very, very good movie, but Friday Night Lights, maybe because it's more closer to current day.
What crossover did we have? Just so I can know what to. It's
Apocalypse
like
Now.
Okay, Apocalypse Now. You had 2001 as well, right?
Yeah.
You. Okay, let me say something. The one disagreement I will have is I like Two Towers more than Return of the King.
Okay.
I just think, and I understand the third part of the trilogy, you're wrapping so much up that it will often
the battle scene is superior.
It takes 20 minutes to end, though.
Yeah,
I know it's a lot they're trying to wrap up, but it's like it's like Peter Jackson had all these ideas on how to end them, and he was like, well,
let's use all of them.
Yeah.
No, it gets tedious at the end.
I'm like, God, I was like, fucking hell, dude. It's like, I want this to be over.
Yeah, no, it's like, hey, okay, we get it. You know, everybody's happy and Sauron's defeated, but you gotta, yeah. But I don't know. I would agree with that. I'm not into all that type of, whatever you would call that type of, with the sweet endings and everybody's patting each other on the back kind of crap.
Yeah.
I mean, you need it to some degree, but you're right, it was excessive.
I know what you're trying to say. Like, I think a lot of people fall in love with those characters over the course of the 3 movies.
Yeah.
And it's like, they don't want to let go of them.
Yeah, but I think he went beyond that point. It's like, okay, we've seen enough of Frodo.
Yeah.
I was an awesome
hated
guy.
Frodo.
Huh?
Frodo was a prick.
A little bit.
I get it. Like, he had the ring.
Hobbits are dickheads.
I bet they are. I met one before. They are. Did you have Heat on your list?
No, I really like
That's
Heat.
a big boom boom.
Intentional. Well, I didn't actually think of it, but it wouldn't have made it anyway. I don't know what I could take off of here. I don't have Goodfellas on there.
I think you take Friday Night Lights off. I know you were going for more cover all your bases.
No, that was just a movie that I just enjoy.
What was your 11?
Goodfellas.
Did you do any crime?
Nope. No crime.
So yours is more varied. Yes.
Yeah.
Like my top 3 is crime. Dark Knight is crime. I have 2 samurai. So I have 4 crime, 2 samurai, only 1 sci-fi, 1 war. Heat's crime. A lot of crime. But those movies are fucking awesome.
Yeah, they are. I mean, your list is great. And I
I'm not angry. I'm just...
Well, it seems like you're getting a little froggy there. Yeah, I don't have any crime. I mean, well, Goodfellas almost made it. Like, to me, like everybody says Godfather 2, and I guess it's good. I don't know, it's just long. I need more shit happening. Like, all these movies, there's shit happening.
I was so mysticized by Godfather Part 2. And I know you're going to say, is that a word? I'm not a dictionary. I was mystified. Once it grabs hold of you, it takes you into it.
It's immersive.
World.
I agree. You feel part of it. You're interested in the characters, what's going on. It's good. I have to watch 2 again. Something about that when they moved to
Italy.
No, didn't they move to Where's Las Vegas at? They moved to Nevada, didn't they? Isn't that when they killed Polly?
Who's Polly?
His brother?
Is
You
he
didn't
the one
watch
with the
this.
blonde wife?
Yeah, the wife who's she's a total.
Yeah. Okay. So he's got like the thinnish mustache. And balding.
Yeah.
I get the names.
Maybe
mixed
it's not
up.
Polly. I don't think it is Polly. Fredo. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if that's in Nevada.
Yeah, they moved to Nevada.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of Las Vegas.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're trying to get that deal going with that one guy, Fieldstein or something, some Steen or Gold or something of the bar mitzvah type. But I thought I thought Al Pacino. I know that Godfather Part 1 was for him, and Part 2 is where you really get that he is the fucking shit. And also, I think how it ends, it's, correct me if I'm wrong, it is Robert De Niro is young Marlon Brando, and he goes back to Italy to kill that guy because he ended up killing his dad and his mom.
Yes.
I fucking love that, dude. That's so sick.
When they go back in time, I really like those. I mean, I like Pacino, but De Niro as the young, he kills somebody too. Doesn't he wrap a carpet around a gun and he shoots it at?
Or he wraps a pillow around the gun. Yeah, whoever the back in time shit was super fucking cool.
That part of it I loved
during
the most.
a parade.
Yes. And he's running along rooftops.
Yeah.
And it catches on fire when he shoots it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that movie's... I was one of those people for the longest time. I never watched it, but I only saw the length, and I was like, that movie's shit. I was like, Goodfellas is where it's at.
Yeah.
And clearly I still love Goodfellas because it's number 2. Godfather... It was so hard for me to put something above Goodfellas and Hot Diggity Dog, man.
Yep.
It did just that. And, yeah, I don't know. Anything... I have 2 samurai films, so I know some people aren't... It's a subgenre where you either like it or you don't.
I know. I mean, you like samurai films and films about
samurai.
I was gonna try to make a joke. I couldn't think of anything. There's I was gonna say, do you like gladiator movies? The reason being, if you ever saw okay, you know that. All right, okay. Billy, do you like movies about gladiators?
Chinatown and Heat, I think, are the dark horses on my list, though.
No, well, Chinatown. I've never seen it, and I know
you owe it to yourself to watch it.
Yeah, I know
It's one of those scripts that's just like once it starts, and Nicholson makes it play so well, but you know the ending, so you think it's gonna make the ending less impactful. I'm telling you,
I don't know the ending.
Oh, and then it's gonna hit like a fucking Mack truck. There's a reason the ending line is so famous, because it's like Fight Club. It's up there. It's close to Fight Club.
Fight Club's cool.
Fight Club is a badass movie. I really like it.
Well, I mean, it didn't make your list, but I mean, you liked the movie a lot.
Yeah,
you rated
it's
high.
It's a masterpiece.
It is. No, but I mean, there's so many good movies. 10 is difficult to.
Yeah, just to narrow it down.
There's 10 honorable mentions that are exceptional movies. Godfather 2 isn't on my list, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
And it is exceptional. I haven't seen it in a very, very long time. I almost forgot about that. That De Niro was a young Marlon Brando.
Yeah. Which is so cool that they do that.
Yeah.
I think, So, I'd be interested to hear what everyone rates our list. I just did it. Yours had a rhyme and a reason to it.
No, those are just movies I liked, and they just happened to be. They could have all been crime movies.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't intentional to try to spread it among genres or anything like that. It just like Monty Python. That is one of my. I love that movie. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's exceptional humor, and I love the movie. I think it's hilarious. I love Monty Python.
I would be interested to watch Airplane because I think that. Would you say that was up there as one of the funniest movies of all time?
Yeah. Now that might be nostalgia.
It's so hard for me to nail down the funniest movie of all time. It's kind of like, what's the best song ever? So much of it's just like.
It's like, well, this is great and this is great, but they're completely different.
Yeah.
Great in their own way. Yeah. That's.
No, it's like what was funny once is not funny always.
True.
So it's even more. It's even more different than music. Basically, if you grew up thinking it was funny, it probably will still be funny to you, but it might have lost some of its.
Shimmer. Yeah, like to you, I mean, I don't think Monty Python is you appreciate it like I do. There's no way.
Probably not like you, but I can appreciate it in my own way.
Yeah.
Like, and as a kid, I wasn't ready for it yet. I was like 14 when I first tried to watch it. I was like, this is really off the wall.
Yeah.
Like, this is crazy, but a lot of the jokes I didn't get. Like, I didn't realize until after the fact. I probably thought as a kid, I might not have even caught it, but the whole opening credits are all bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, half of it's made up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is just.
I forgot about it when I started watching it again, and I'm like, oh, then there's llamas or something in it, or
something. Yeah.
See, when I was growing up, I'm older, so Monty Python was godlike.
I can imagine.
Okay, because it was on PBS, public broadcasting, and to us, it was this different, because we didn't have choices we had 4 channels. And so for us to watch that was so different and funny in a different way. And like, I lived to watch that. Mm-hmm. And I was sad when it was over.
Yeah.
That was such an important show for me, growing up. I loved Monty Python.
I have to give you credit too for the inclusion of horror, just because I'm such a big horror fan.
Exorcist is that's always a movie that I consider exceptional. It is. It's horror, but it's, generally horror movies are lower level, it's as exceptional as any other type genre.
Yeah. Well, because the drama of it all is so spectacularly done.
Right.
It takes a
very good actors in it. Three very good actors.
It takes a Friedkin or a Kubrick to accomplish that.
Yeah.
Or
yeah, and I think it was I think it was a novel adapted.
Yeah, by William Peter Blatty.
Correct. Yeah.
Who makes Exorcist 3 Legion.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. We've had.
I thought it was good. It's not going to make my top 10 anytime soon. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. It's not a good movie. It isn't.
We'll leave that discussion for a different day. But yeah, I like your list. And I'm a huge. I respect, because mine is more cookie cutter.
No, I don't think so.
Nah. I don't know. You went on a limb with some of yours. You went your favorite comedy. You went with Friday Night Lights, which is something I also have a huge sentimental love of, but I just don't have the guts to say.
No, that's not guts. It's just I love that movie. I love it.
Yeah.
And sometimes, I think actually you told me, but it's very true. Like for music, for instance, the music you are listening to and like at a certain period of your life
Yeah.
becomes iconic.
There's a
And way
correlation
more-
between where your favorite music and movies are and when you grew up.
Yes. Because there's periods of your life that are more memorable, and
fundamental.
yeah, something like that.
What are they? Formative.
Yeah.
Formative years.
Yeah, I guess that'd be part. Because generally, I think we're talking about like from 15 to 18 or 14 to
probably like
17.
Maybe even 14 to 21.
Well, yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Which is actually ironic because I think the Dark Knight's the only one, and maybe Kill Bill
was during that period for you.
Yeah, when I would have actually have seen as I was in that time span. Godfather Part II, and Goodfellas.
Oh, and all the rest.
Well,
okay,
you know what? Like, The Dark Knight, I appreciated. Kill Bill, Dark Knight, I was in love with. Goodfellas, I was really in love with. Pulp Fiction, I thought was great. Kill Bill, I thought was great. But I came to appreciate them much more. Heat, I've seen within the past year. Chinatown, I've seen within the past 2 years. Seven Samurai, I've seen within the past 3 years. Apocalypse Now.
Yeah, true.
Space Odyssey, and Godfather Part II. So half my list is, it's half and half.
Right.
And I wonder if that's gonna change. For me, The Dark Knight is in Goodfellas. Those are movies I kind of want to keep on the list, like always.
Mm-hmm.
But the other ones,
Dark Knight. I know, and I, for some reason, like The Dark Knight Rises. I love Bane. I love that character. To me, was just his voice and he's
a cool ass character.
To me, he was just a cool character. He embodied true. I mean, he was a mysterious villain in a way. Just unknowable, but very evil.
Yeah, that is actually the best way, really good way to describe him.
Yeah,
he is such an unknown.
Yeah,
he's like Kane when he got introduced to the WWF.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, similar. Well, obviously.
You're like, something's... Why is he wearing the mask?
Right.
Something's up with this guy. But...
And it turned out he was just ugly.
Yeah, he was burned in a fire that The Undertaker started. Who knew?
That guy's like a real high-class money, investor.
Glenn Jacobs is a mayor in Tennessee.
You're talking about...
Kane.
Yeah, he may be, but he's all he'll be on Fox Business at times, talking about not because he's a mayor.
No, because he's Republican. I think.
I'm Republican. I've never been on that show.
You should call. Might put you.
Maybe they don't know. Hey, I'm Republican, and you guys maybe have not known. No, but he's an investor. He's an investor.
He invests in communities.
Okay, he doesn't.
All right, rank us out of 10.
Yeah, get back.
Let us know our list.
Interface with our list.
Yeah, give us some critiques. I included Kubrick. DadMan didn't. I had
2001.
I had Scorsese. Wait, you had 2001. Good call. I had Nolan. You didn't. You didn't even have Interstellar, which you thought you liked.
I had Inception.
Oh shit. Okay.
Did you want me to read it again?
I had Tarantino. You didn't.
True.
I had Kurosawa. You didn't.
Yeah.
I had Polanski. You didn't. I had Michael Mann.
What was Polanski?
Chinatown.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I had Michael Mann. You didn't.
I don't care.
Do you have any Scorsese?
No, I don't.
Tarantino?
You asked me that, and you already said I did.
I mean, those are some of the greats. So, I don't think it automatically gives me the win, but if
it definitely doesn't.
If no one comments, we'll just say I won.
Comment, please. My son is getting too big for his britches. Tell him how stupid he can be sometimes.
And hashtag #DadGay down below.
No, that's not cool.
Thank you.
All right, bye.